Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name is Swerve here, bringing you guys another video on my channel. Today we got a Rush Team Q&A, so basically you guys ask me questions, I'm going to be answering them. If you guys want to know who won the VIP giveaway, click towards the end of the video, you'll be seeing who won. But you guys should really see the questions that people have asked and my responses to them, because some of those questions might relate to questions you may have had. So let's get into this. We're going to go with Thor. He asks, what new features would you like in Rush Team 2? As for features, I don't really have something specific that I absolutely want, but what I do want would be more game modes, especially something with a bomb such as Search and Destroy or something of that nature. That'd be really fun. I would make the competitive scene more competitive. Jacko says, what do you think of the current Rush Team community? Honestly, I don't see a problem with it. Only thing is that we're inactive. That's because of the whole transition between Rush Team and Rush Team 2. So hopefully when Rush Team 2 comes out, we'll see a lot more faces on the forums and just in the community in general. As for community, I kind of feel like I'm missing a lot of old friends who kind of quit just because of the direction Rush Team 2 or Rush Team as a whole is heading. So I do miss old friends, but I'm fine with the people that we have now in the community. They're really nice people. It's just the inactivity bothers me, but obviously that will come once Rush Team 2 comes out. Challenger says, the Rush Team 2 menu the same as the Rush Team menu? If you mean by menu like website, I'm not sure because I just don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. If you mean like photo or the image shown while we click the play button, like the art, I'm not sure, because when I play it, nothing comes up, so I'm sure they'll have some sort of art to put while the game loads. Match Gameplays asks, what is your favorite game besides Rush Team? Favorite game, I'm gonna have to go with Black Ops 2, just because I still play that game to this date, and the game just came out maybe 3 years ago, but it's just a solid game overall. It's fun and I love it. I think I have 160,000 kills on that game, so I do have a lot of kills, so something of that nature. So obviously I find it fun. Deadly Beat'em or RT Recture asks, what is my favorite gun in all of Rush Team 2? Probably the M16. I just like the low recoil, the one-shot headshot that most guns have, and I just like the feel of it. It has a smaller clip size, but I'll live with it because of the low recoil. King, if you had to choose, would you rather Rush Team 2 launches or the current Rush Team continues for more updates, fixes, all that stuff? Personally, the new Rush Team 2, just because the Rush Team, I guess the current Rush Team had a lot of, not coding issues, but now that the new Unity came out, people be able to, Roka is able to rewrite the code and make it in a smaller file, I guess, so there's more room for new features and stuff like that. So that's what I'd rather do, or rather have, which I'm happy is happening. And it also gives Roka like a whole new, gives him an idea of what he needs to do with things. Goldshore asks, what is your future plans in Rush Team? Jimmy Tomahawk, Trick Shot in Rush Team 2. My future plans is, hopefully to continue to be a GM and help people in need. Whenever you guys need a question and answer anything Rush Team related, just feel free to ask me. So hopefully I continue becoming a GM, or to stay as a GM. Sorry about that. And I guess I'm gonna continue doing YouTube for Rush Team 2. And as Tomahawk and Trick Shot, I was told, I think by Shumigan, that the trick shotting, it's fine. It's pretty accurate actually, so it should be easy. So yeah, I guess so. FKN King asks, do you think the Rush Team leveling system is bad or poorly coded? Not the XP system, of course. I think it's important that it's hard to level up. I just think that higher level items aren't necessarily better than lower level items. Okay, so this is a great question, and personally, I like the system how it is now, but that does not mean I don't change, because I do want change. But I guess I can say I don't have a problem with the system now. I do like that if you start the game at a low level, you mostly know that AKM is probably the best assault rifle, debatable between the M16 and the K2. But the AKM is a solid gun. And personally, I do like having the, I guess, newer players using that gun at first, because I don't like, or I guess when I'm a new player, let's say I play a new game, and I'm using the worst gun, and I'm playing against pros with the best guns. I think it's an unfair advantage. I don't think it's fun to be slapped like 30,000 times to get those guns by better players. I think you should have one of the greater guns, so you could, I guess, compete with those better players. The Dodge or Android Gaming asks, what's your favorite gun in Rush Team 2? My favorite gun would probably be, tough question, AKM, probably. Diamond player, what's like be a famous GM? Not sure what he's saying. If he's saying what it's like to be one, I wouldn't consider me a famous GM. If he's asking what's it like to be a GM, I'd say overall it's pretty fun. It is hard at sometimes, trying to help people and resolve issues and resolve conflicts. So sometimes it will get tricky, but overall it's pretty fun. I do like interacting with players in the game, so it's cool. Rayan10, he asks, when you reached level 5, what was your first clan and what clan you want to be in level 5? Okay, so this is a good question. So I joined this game. I had no idea about this game. I was looking at the leaderboards and I saw Bullet, the number 1 clan. I thought it was based on, I guess, wins, not on amount of players. Anyways, once it became level 5, I kind of wanted to join Bullet, not gonna lie. I had no idea about the community. I was like, oh my god, Bullet's number 1, let me ask. And I got declined because you had to be like a level 20 of some sort. So, whatever. So then I was level 5. I met female opponent in the game and I actually joined Fade. So Fade was my first clan, but Bullet was the first one I wanted to join. I didn't know any better. I'm not saying they're a bad clan, but yeah, Fade was my first clan. I am Enigma. How does it feel like to be a GM, and what are your thoughts on the community? It's fun being a GM. I kind of said this in my other question, or the other response I had. It's okay. I like interacting with players, helping them, and resolving conflicts. As for the community as a whole, I don't mind it at all. I just think it's inactive, but obviously that will become more active once we have Rush Team 2. Try to play says, what is best streak ever? I'm assuming he's saying, what is my best streak ever on Rush Team? I don't have a specific number, but I guess probably in the 20s. What inspires me to give giveaways to our community? This is a great question, and the answer is, I think it's not unfair, but it's unfortunate for people who live in these countries that don't have the alley pass, or you maybe are in situations where you can't really afford to have a weekly VIP. So this really gives people the chance who can't really get the VIPs, or even that could just give everyone a chance. Sorry about that, jumbling my words, to try and win the VIP, because it's fun to be a VIP. And I understand that $12 a month sometimes in some people's opinions is a lot. So I give people the opportunity, which is great. Bravo Wolf. How do you feel if Rush Team launched on Steam? That would be awesome. But the only downside I see on having that is, the game can be easily hacked when games are being, downloadable games are easier to be hacked than in-browser games, from my knowledge at least. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'd rather have a good working game on the browser than a downloadable game with hackers. But I do think that Steam's player base would make this player base larger. Slendyman asks, how did you find Rush Team and what is my favorite map? I found Rush Team from a friend that played Uber Strike, because I played Uber Strike, and I thought the game was stupid at first, not gonna lie. I thought the graphics were bad. As I played it, I just fell in love with it. I thought it was really fun, and I didn't stop playing since. And my favorite map would have to be Chappelle. Chappelle's a great map, or Garden. And after that, I'd probably have Snowwood and Slums. So those 4 maps are probably my favorite maps. Ahmed Thabit says, will you stop YouTube to support is weak if you're a GM in the community? Oh, if I'm a GM, how can I help the community, and will there be new guns in Rush Team 2? Yes, there's new guns in Rush Team 2. If you've seen any of my videos, you have seen new guns, so stay tuned for those videos to have very informative videos about those guns. If a GM, how can I help the community any way possible? If anyone has any suggestions on how I should, just let me know. And as for if I will stop doing YouTube, YouTube's a hobby. Obviously, having a lot of support gives me motivation. So when that support is gone, my motivation will go down. But I don't think I'll completely stop YouTube unless I have something, in my real life that's blocking me from being able to do YouTube. Atomic Banana. How did you come across, and how and when did you come across Rush Team 2, or Rush Team actually? That was a while ago. Once again, I was playing Uber Strike, my friend played it, I tried it, and it was quite enjoyable. I don't know the exact date, but it was very, very long time ago. I think it was in the beta, if not a little after, but yeah, it's been a while. Fear. Would you like to see more competitive game modes in Rush Team 2, like Search and Destroy, Domination, Hardpoint? Yes, I love Hardpoint, Domination, and, S&D or Search and Destroy. Those are my 3 favorite game modes, actually. So I really hope those are implemented in the game. How do you feel about the Rush Team community recently, and how do I think it's changed? Only thing I've seen change is the players. the people, the banter, whatever goes on, it's always the same. But I think that people have changed. Some of the older players stopped playing, which is totally understandable. Adrian Ali Damaj. Would you be able to tell us the comparison between Rush Team 1 and Rush Team 2? If you've seen any of my videos, you could probably see the comparison between not graphics, but mechanics. That's huge, and features. The mechanics and features are basically the major changes, and as the game progresses, we'll have more features, more changes. Snakesy, high Swerve, question. Let's see, sorry. I'll get back to that question, I don't know what it is. Axe Assassin 56, when's inspired you to make a YouTube channel? Well, no one really specifically inspired me. I just got bored, and I had free time at one point. I decided to get into the YouTube scene because I thought it would be fun, and it ended up being really fun. Ramo212202 says, is Rush Team 2 going to have better XP system? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to wait till Roka to see if they'll change that. Glock says, so how recently some players have left? I'm waiting on Rush Team 2. Do you think everyone will come back, or it's worth coming back? I think it's worth coming back because it's something that new. I mean, at least you should try it if you don't enjoy it. It's understandable if you don't come back or don't stay back. But at least try it. Always give something a chance if you never tried it. Snakesy, there we go. The question has loaded. How does it feel like being a game master, and how does it help the community? That's, I guess, for you to judge how I help the community, but moderators or game masters help moderate, people's actions to make sure people are having a fun, safe environment. And as building a GM, has its ups and downs. It's hard to be one, but at the same time, it's very fun. Mojo331, how did you find Rush Team? I've already answered this question. Diane, what was your worst and best score you've had? Don't know. Best score I've had somewhere in the hundreds. And Zaha says, when are you going to like seeing Rush Team 2? MSMC, Guns with That Sword. Do I want more holographic sites? Yes, I do, but I don't think it's that big of a deal, so if they don't add some, it's not the end of the world. And Sabotage Match in Rush Team 2, I've never heard of that, so I'm not sure what that means. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this 12-minute and 17-second video, or question and answer response. Please like it if you enjoyed it, and please ask me more questions so I can do episode number 2. Peace out. Yo, hopefully you guys did enjoy that video. It's not the most professional video, meaning, normally I'd have the questions on the screen and, make sure the video looks really good. But unfortunately, I've been backed up at school, sports, and, just real life. So I couldn't make it as good as I wanted it to be. So I apologize for that. Hopefully next time I'll have a much greater video, with the questions on the screen. And I just want to announce the winners. So we got 3 winners today. We got Mojo331, so congrats to you. We have Asian Ninja, and we had Ahmed Thabit. I don't know if I pronounced that correct, but you 3 will be getting VIP for a week. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this video, and ask me questions in the description below for next week's Q&A. Anyways, I am out. Peace, guys.